Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. All right, next question comes from Colby. In your opinion, what would you consider pro distance for a backhand throw and forehand throw? Average distances among all pros and or minimum distances for a competitive pro. I am new to disc golf and know accuracy and precision are of higher importance over distance for all players, but I'm just curious what your consensus thoughts are regarding pro distance. Thanks for the quality pod.
I don't think there is a pro distance.
Yeah.
I really don't. I
mean, it's different for touring pros and local pros as well.
I mean, sure, majority of the touring pros can accurately throw 400 feet. Yep. I think 400 feet's a pretty good, and a lot of people,
or even 450.
People don't know what 400 feet actually is.
True.
I know I got a buddy, Kevin Babbitt, who plays locally. Great player. He probably maxes out at about 400, or at least he used to when he played a lot more. I mean, a 400-foot drive for him was really good, and he would still compete and still win a lot because he's more accurate on the putting green. So for me, that's the problem with a lot of beginners and people getting into the sport is they think automatically these top players throw so far, that's what I've got to learn. That's not the case. You know, learn how to putt, learn how to approach first. As soon as you get those nailed down, that's when you can start concentrate a little bit more on getting more distance. Because honestly, tournaments are won on the putting green, not on the being able to throw it 500 feet.
Yep. You know who's a really good example of that? There's a couple in Texas, both of whom we've played with a lot, and that's Jay Redding and J.D. Ramirez.
J.D. Ramirez is what I was thinking.
Yep. They both Jay has had knee problems for quite a while, and so, I mean, if he throws one 400 right now, like he smashed it. And it's the same for JD. He can throw a little bit farther than that, but his run-up is really quick. His pullback is short, but he is just laser accurate. And then both of them are fantastic putters.
Correct.
And I've lost numerous tournaments to them. I don't outdrive a ton of people, but I outdrive those guys, and I'd outdrive them by 30 feet, and I'd be 15 feet from the basket. They'd be 45. They make their 45-footer, and now my 15-footer, at least when my mental game is a little weaker, feels like a 30-footer. It's a lot different. So I don't think there's really a good distance that you could say, like, all right, once you're throwing this distance, you should be able to move up and play open.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good gauge. There are people in intermediate who throw a lot farther than I do, and I'll beat them by 10, you know? It's about developing that touch game.
Very cool.